There we go. Check, check. Check, check. 1, 2. Check, check. There we go. All right, boys and girls. Tuesday morning. We're just getting some pre-market check-in done. Oops. I'm just cleaning up my my deal here. Marking out some liquidity areas. We got about just about 10 minutes to market open. So we'll do some quick analysis here and then check our daily bias. Okay, yesterday was a half day because of the President's Day holiday. So got some weird looking price action there. I'm just gonna continue cleaning up some of these things here. Okay. Looks like everything on the New York range got overtaken by Asian market or Asian session. And then not a whole lot. A lot of sideways stuff going on in the last few days. So what we'll do here is just get these marked out. Got London taken care of. Okay. And that should be everything there. And I think I've got everything else marked out for the rest. Let's take a quick look at our 4 hour and our 1 hour. See what we're looking at here. Okay, so pretty much what we're yeah. I'm feeling things are still going to be pretty bearish today. We have our all-time highs right up here, but we're pretty far away from them. We do have a really big 4 hour fair value gap. Let's take a look here what this looks like on the 4 hour as well. Yeah, this is totally a bearish looking day here. I'm thinking where we're at, we might pop up to take out London highs, get some liquidity, sweep right here, and then just keep heading south. Yeah, I think we're probably looking at getting down into these Asian lows and then we'll start curling back up. So my play for today is going to be bearish. Let's take a look at the 1 hour real quick and see if there's anything new there as well. I haven't marked off any, let's see if there's any other 1 hour spots to mark off. I mean, we got some 1 hour highs right here. That's pretty much it on that one. I don't see anything else that really sticks out to me. And the 1 hour here is the same way. There's nothing that really sticks out to me. If we do end up heading up higher than these New York highs right here, we have these fair value gaps that we'll be looking at. I don't see that happening, because even if it is, and we have a bullish market today that goes the other way that I'm thinking, we have all these targets for liquidity anyway that I am, unless we have a super active day today. Let's just take a look at the Forex at the calendar real quick. Yeah, we don't have no major affecting news, so I think ultimately we're looking at bearish here. Yeah, pretty standard stuff here. I think we're going to be, let me get it into the 5 minute on these. It's pretty sideways action. So we're going to look at a manipulation and then a move. That's what I'll be guessing right now. We have fair value gap right in here that we've been testing and respecting. I don't think there's anything that closed. Yeah, there's nothing that went outside of this fair value gap right here at this point on the Asia session. We're kind of hanging out the bottom end of that realm. So again, this is a perfect opportunity to come up, do a manipulation. A New York session right up here. A great place to take care of some liquidity, and then just pop right down and start targeting these lows. So, all right, we're going to leave that put for now. Same here. Okay, we got about 3 minutes to market open. How are we doing today? Okay, got a little work to do today to get things, get this account towards being funded. So that's really our bias for today, is to see a market manipulation. Both of these, we could stretch up into here a little bit more, but I'm feeling this fair value gap is going to be respected. If it does inverse, that's a great indicator. I mean, if we fully inverse and we get up here and close out, we might be bullish and start heading up to these highs and have some targets up in here. We've got some room for it. NASDAQ has a little more room, a little better indication on that. It's been respecting that gap a little more obviously. So we'll give it about 1 minute to market open and see what happens. Ugh, give it some time to develop a see if anything else appears to us here in the next 30-40 seconds. Yeah, right now we have some sideways movement that looks like it's pushing to the upside. So might be able to take a quick scalp here to the upside. I think that's the direction we're going to go. Okay, market's open. I'm going to take a long. No, looks like we're going the other way. There we go. I'm going to switch to a 5 minute here. Switch to a 5 minute here. I want to take advantage of this manipulation to the upside. Yeah, we're clearly getting it on the S&P. I don't think the NASDAQ wants to do that, so. Yeah, this is definitely looking like a bearish confluence, but I really want to see the manipulation uh, to the upside. So there we go. Starting to see some movement now. There we go. Yeah, we're definitely getting it on the S&P. NASDAQ's following. There we go. Okay, now we're out. Okay, so that was a good one there. All right, we're in a lot better shape now. So we got the manipulation up. That was a little tense there on that one, but now we're just going to sit and we're going to see if there's an opportunity to see where a reversal is. We haven't quite hit the mark up here yet. We did get it on the S&P. So but again, as you can see, that right there is where our so we're it's respecting it. It's respecting that gap still. So we got a little bit of a liquidity sweep. You know, much more respect here. This is still going to move a little bit, so we're gonna chill out just a little. Yeah, hang out until this sorts itself out a little bit more. This might take a little longer to do than the other one for qualifying because I'm trying not to be too aggressive, and I've only had about $350 profit over the last two trading sessions that I did. This is session number 3 or day number 3 on trading. So I think just today on that quick opening scalp, let me see what we got here. 665 on that opening scalp. So, I mean, altogether pretty good. Um, don't know if I mean I could technically have another about $700 or $800 worth of profit without breaking one of the rules for qualification today, but I guess we'll see, where that takes us. All right, so back to the charts. It looks like we are getting close to breaking out this fair value gap, which means we are going to be looking bullish now at this point. So we got just a few seconds left to get that value gap to, and that's on pretty much both of them. Did we get there? Yes, we did. Okay, so this is actually a really good retrace right here. So let's go to the 1 minute on these. I like the S&P a little bit more right now. We're just gonna want a little retrace here. Yeah, it looks like we're definitely heading toward Asian highs. Let me see here. Do we take care of the gap there? Yeah, we sure did. So we got it on both. We have a little more room to work with on the S&P. But I just wanna have a little more of a retrace here. I mean, this could just be more of a manipulation. So we're just gonna wait for a couple of other confluences, some confirmations. I do want this to okay, so we're looking pretty good heading up. Yeah, we're still heading strong. We got a fair value gap on the 1 minute here that I'd like to see respected, and we could also have an equilibrium play as well that I want to take a look at before I go much further on pushing on a bullish run now at this point. It looks good for a bull run, for a bullish push. I just need to see a pullback. You can see that just the candles themselves are indicating that things are slowing down a little bit on the bull side of stuff. So we should be looking for a pullback. We have a fair value gap on the 1 minute here. Let's see what the 5 minute looks like. We still got a couple minutes left on that. So, but yeah, we do have full fair value gap here that we can look into getting into, which is pretty much right in here. Right in here. I'm going to go ahead and mark it off. And all that's going to be is yeah, it's much smaller here. And then we've got this one as well. So, and we could just push right, just not even do anything with it, just push right at it. So we are seeing little aspects of pullbacks. I mean, we're so close to those low resistance areas of liquidity that it'll probably push right to them. There we go. Oh, what the hell's going on here? Well, that was weird. Okay. Huh. Must have gotten disconnected from my account. Okay, when this candle closes out, I'm going to be looking at the fair value gap and equilibrium. There we go. Okay, so let's do this. Let's take a look at an equilibrium move here. So there's equilibrium. Oops, come on now. Okay, and we have it here as well. Okay, so in both cases, we're looking to probably get down into this range here, dipping down into here. And then as we curl back up, then we be able to do that. Unless, of course, this is still going to keep pushing at those highs, in which case, we're going to be bullish on the day. So either because we really haven't done a liquidity manipulation yet. So, we could still be playing around in that realm. So I'm not in any hurry to work an additional trade at this point, since I've already done pretty good on the scalp for the opening break. So I want to see these move a little more, have the pullbacks a little more normal looking. Switch to the 5-minute real quick, and yeah, same thing. Yeah, is it likely to push up into Asian session highs? Yeah, maybe it was a liquidity sweep, you know. But right now it's we got a good looking fair value gap in here. We've got equilibrium. We've got plenty of other confluences that we're looking at the possibility of it getting into. We still could be in the middle of a manipulation structure as well. So it wants to press. It wants to. Something tells me that we're probably going to test these Asian highs, and then from there, you know, that could be our manipulation, and then curls back over. Um, who knows? We could just be shooting for the stars today too. We've got some previous New York highs that we can target. There are some good profit targets there. It's just we just haven't seen that full manipulation yet. We have not seen the full liquidity sweep yet. This is still the opening range it's establishing right now. So let's see what the 1 minute looks like. Yeah, I'm more convinced than ever. We're still dealing with opening range type stuff, and we need to have a retrace. We need to have this kickback. So there we go. That's what I figured. Okay. So now this is all based on 1 minute structure. So if we inverse this gap and we don't recover, then this is going to be bearish. Matter of fact, I'm seeing a very subtle 1 minute SMT that's formed, bearish SMT. So there's that. We don't really have a break of structure just yet, so we can play with this. Let's see if the 5 minute looks like anything. Do we have an SMT on the 5? Well, it'd be tough to say on the 5 minute. Oh yeah, yeah. There we do. We do. We got a bearish SMT. So okay, let's just look for a inverse fair value gap. We got this here. We could be taking a short. I think I'll be taking it on to, there we go. Yep. So I'm going to take a short. It's fighting a little bit, but it closed outside of that gap. It did that, so we should be seeing this continuing lower. Yep, there we go. It's a little bit, you know, just let it continue. Okay, I'm gonna get out. I'm just taking a little scalp there. There was more there. There was more to take. I got nervous, you know. That's all right. I'm doing okay. But at least I know that my intuition on that was correct. Um, that's just a good indicator that that did what it was supposed to do. And to tell you the truth, the target for that would really be, well, first target could be right here at opening range. We also got some liquidity right here at the bottom of this. Ultimately, full target's going to be down here. So there we go. There it goes. So now we just let that play out. Switch to the 5 minute real quick. All right, so we have a fair value gap that's basically right here. And if we do close out below that fair value gap here, we're going to continue. So at this point, I'm going to switch to paper for the rest of this. And there we go. And I'm going to watch this here on the S&P as well. I think we're still in bearish structure. So we're just going to wait for this fair value gap to be inversed. If it does, which is pretty much this right here. So that's the fair value gap. So we'll okay. Oh, we're still on the 1 minute over here. I'm going to switch to 5 minute here too. There we go. So we got a fair value gap here as well that we're playing with. So there we go. Oops. Come on. There we go. There. Okay. There we go. Now we're going to do that. So I'm going to go ahead and sell. What's going on here? Why is this not doing it? You know, it's weird because the paper trade stuff on here, it's yeah, blows me away that do I have orders there? Yeah, I got 3 sell orders that aren't being placed on paper. Huh. That's aggravating. I mean, they're probably going to kick in somewhere at some point, but That's the problem with this. I mean, it should be happening right now. Ugh, can't tell what's going on with it. All right, let's go to the 1 minute real quick. Yeah, we're closed out at the 1 minute, so. Yep, I think that was the manipulation right there. I think we have our reversal and we have our confirmation here. We got about 20 seconds. We're going to be closing this out probably. NASDAQ for sure. Oh, look at that. No. Stayed respected. Wow. We'll have to wait for another candle then. Yeah. Both of them respected the gap at the last minute. There we go. Whoa. That's heavy duty. Okay. There it goes. That's the move I thought it was going to be. So first target was right here. Right below, right at this line here where you see some low time frame liquidity, little resistance right there. And then of course main one is going to be right here at London lows. Those will be the two take profits. So I don't know, what am I doing here? There, I think it's this one here. Ganbox? 15? No, it's this one. Yeah, here we go. So pretty much you would have taken the trade right in about right here. And you want your target to be right here. And your stop would be right here above that gap. So that's your thing right there. Your ratio is a 1.64. That's a good ratio. So that's your profit target right there. Oh, I take that back. That's actually, we can bring that down a little bit. Come on. There we go. Yeah, bring it right there. And again, one of the profit targets would have been right here because it looks like it's holding up a little bit. Let's take a look. Yeah, that's that area right in there. I think we still got an area there that looks good. I don't know why this thing is not. Look at this. Huh. NASDAQ too, following suit. So let's go back to the 5 minute. No need to watch it on the 1 minute. Yep. That's profit target right there, boys and girls. Just keep watching it go. NASDAQ is just about hit profit target. If you took the trade there. That would have been a good trade. That would have been a really, really good trade. I would have loved to have taken that trade on the prop account, but I would have had to have pulled out of it way too soon because that much movement right there, that's a couple $1,000s worth of profit, if not more. Probably 3 or 4 thousand. And I have a consistency limit. I can't do more than 1,500 in any given day, and I've already got almost 700 on today. So it it wouldn't have been much that I could have done, especially on that big drop. If that big drop would have gone, that would have definitely put me over. Breaks a rule, and it would suck to break a rule, and because of a win, and not have it count to fund your account, and then have to start over again. That's really the risk. So Nasdaq met the profit target, so we're good there. We should be seeing here pretty soon. Come on, there it is. Boom. Okay, so we got the profit target on both. We saw them both happen. That's exactly the right play. It worked out exactly as planned. So that was a really, really good trade. If you all were following the same kinds of confluences, the same kinds of indications of what's going on, that was a very smart predict right there. So very happy with the way that today turned out. I've got a whole list of tasks I got to take care of today and get done. It's going to be a busy week. So I will be back at it again tomorrow, boys and girls. I appreciate your time. Hope we all learned something. And all in all, pretty good day. Okay, I'll publish the videos and we'll have them for the recap. All right, very good. Y'all have a great day. Bye.